Okay, in this video, I'm going to run through some of the things that you'll need to do to register your team for the Fall 2010 Chapter Games. Once you're on the Welcome page, head over to the Chapter Games registration. Here is the registration form. Once you click on that, it'll actually take you off-site. We're using a different type of form for this, and it should be a little bit easier to get a confirmation from this at the end of the process, and hopefully it'll be a little bit easier for you. But you do need to know that you'll have to turn in a rating form if you're submitting registration for either a soccer team, volleyball team, or tennis players, and you will need to have rating forms. But if you look down here, you can download each of those forms from here. Okay, the other thing you're going to need to do is fill out a housing rooming list. And that is actually located in your documents. I've shared the document with you. It's a live document, which means that anybody can edit it, and you can even have multiple people on it at the same time. So if you see somebody else's data in there, don't erase it thinking that it's a dead document and that you can update your own. This is a living document. Make sure you read all these instructions, but we're going to run through those right now anyways. So to do your housing, you're going to click on Documents, and if you really want to make it easy on yourself, if it's starting to look a little cluttered, so if it looks like mine, you might want to just type in rooming list, and you'll see there's the form right there. Now this might take a moment or two to load up, so you want to give it plenty of time. And once it's loaded, make sure you read all the instructions. But basically, you only need to deal with 3 cells. Anything that's written in red. So you can select your athlete or coach's name here. You'll need to select where you're going to house them and any kind of special needs we need to be aware of. So let's go ahead and run through that bit by bit. So if you click on this cell, you'll see a little drop-down box. Go ahead and click on that. Again, the first time it'll take a little while to load. You'll also notice that there's no pull down here. And this happens a lot when you first open the form. So all you need to do is click out of the box, click back in, and now you've got a full pull down. So if you see that happen, just know that that's very typical, and just click out and click back in, and it'll reload. So who do we want to select? So we've got all the coaches and athletes listed here in alphabetical order. So let's say you're going to put in Yale on. So click on Yale, and you automatically see she's an athlete or he's an athlete, male, and his sport. So let's go ahead and put him in Fountain Valley. And any special needs? Well, maybe he needs some assistance with walking. And we do need to have 2 to a room, so here are your room assignments here. And that doesn't mean you're going to be in room 1 or room 2. It's just to help us keep track of the rooms. But let's go ahead and put another athlete in here. We'll put Carlo. And again, for Fountain Valley, he doesn't have any, we'll say he doesn't have any issues. And we can continue entering in down the line. Same thing with a coach. So let's go ahead and find ourselves a coach. So there we go. Tells us it's a coach. Bowling, and again, that's going to be Fountain Valley, and no special needs for Coach Campbell. So as you can see, it's pretty easy, cut and dry. Now in this situation, we can go ahead and do this. Coaches can be with athletes, but again, we want to make sure that genders are the same. We would like to try to do it by sport. I haven't really done that here, but as you enter in your athletes, try to keep them in with the same sports. If you have any questions, as always, please call or email. But that's essentially it. Once you're done, you simply click on File. You can click Save, and you can simply close out. And that is how you'll complete your housing.